before it really, it's what I got to say here, right? So now the dot, I was moving around. About to head back to the crib, but I didn't want to go inside the shit. I want to talk about the Sukihana thing, right? Before I get into all that or whatever, I want you guys to make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, $STRINGERBELL80. I need y'all right now, man. So make sure y'all hit up the Cash App. That's again, $STRINGERBELL80. Make sure y'all hit that up. Support that right now. I don't feel like I should have to ask y'all that much. Y'all see the effort and the moves I put in. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that. Also, man, I dropped another single that's available right now. Let me give y'all aware of something. You may have to click the link 2 times. You may have to click the link 2 times. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know. You may have to click the link 2 times. Give me 1 second, guys. Before I jump into this, I'm going to share this real quick. Send this to somebody. I know they're going to want to be in here. So, make sure I sent that link to somebody real quick so they can touch with me. Sukihana, man, you know, YK Osiris. Let me talk about him first. A lot of y'all don't know who YK Osiris is. TMH Global, what's going on, man? Thank you for throwing me my Cash App right now, man. I'm really hurting, like, for real. If I can make at least $100 tonight, it would be well. So make sure y'all hit up the Cash App. Sukihana, you know, she lives a promiscuous lifestyle, if you want to say. She has an OnlyFans account. The thing that bugs me out about it is when you go to it, it's for free. It features her and her man, or she says it's her man. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, it's an open display. Potentially, if she ever have to dump Doug, you know what I'm saying? She could easily pick up somebody else because they didn't see what her skills is on camera. Now, you don't have to believe that if you don't want to, but I'm guaranteeing you that's what the whole purpose serves. Suki knows that she's on her way to going somewhere, and nothing's going to hold her back. And in the society we live in nowadays, people are quick to forget things. Now, in the description box, I put together 2 pieces y'all can go check out. What's going on, girl? I put 2 pieces together y'all can go check out. Now, one of them is involving Druski, and this is why I bring up YK Osiris for this particular reason, because they're attempting to frame him with some type of sexual assault or whatever. And, you know, I don't really call it that. I call it because of the way she has promoted herself, the way she has presented herself, fighting, being promiscuous, having an OnlyFans, being very, very direct and operant about how she has a sex lifestyle and how good her vajay is or whatever. How do you think men gonna walk up to you when they meet you? Now, I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying common sense would say. So one time when she was on the stage with Druski, right, and you're gonna see in one of those videos, y'all just click the link. She had this song got talking about eating his behind, and she simulated that she was eating his behind, and she told him, and she grabbed him and everything else or whatever. You'll see it in the video. It's quite obvious, and I'm just like, wow. So she could do that to Druski, but YK Osiris can't do that to her. And I don't really think that was a sexual assault. There was more than many people there that was sitting right there on that table. If y'all haven't seen the video, it was a couple of people there, well-known people there. And it was on the stage, and it was sitting on the stage, and it was before they started filming. And YK Osiris, he comes from behind her, and he just tries to plant a kiss on her. It wasn't a hardcore kiss like, yo, you a tramp. It was like a romantic kiss because he's an R&B singer. He's an R&B singer. I'm an R&B singer. He's an R&B singer. So, of course, he's thinking about love and all that stuff on his mind or whatever the case may be. But here's something you don't know about YK Osiris. Let me get back into the Druski thing in a second. YK Osiris had been online earlier this year and last year. He was writing songs for Drake and a couple of other people, so I'm not sure what happened with him, but he was online and he was talking about how he wanted to kill himself. He was talking about, like, you know, he just wanted to end it, all kinds of stuff like that. And if you wasn't paying attention to it, you wouldn't even know. But I guarantee you can very easily go and look up some of these videos, and you'll see when YK Osiris is talking about how he wants to kill himself. There's one video that came out just as recently as maybe a month and a half ago when he was in the car talking about that. So this kid has some issues with depression and maybe drugs. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to comment on that. But there's definitely some issues because this wasn't the first time. That's the part I'm trying to emphasize to you. So this kid, YK Osiris, he seems like he was getting in a better space, getting in a better mood, whatever, whatever. That's what probably prompted them to want to kiss this girl. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. The way she talks on camera, the way she displays herself, the fact that she's got an OnlyFans, it would allude to me one thing. This is a nasty woman. A woman that happens to be nasty and she has some money at her disposal. Now, I know about disposable income, but she ain't got that much disposable income. Trust me on that. You know what I'm saying? And so, she's a litany among many other women that come out and try to play like they're a damsel in distress or claim that there's some type of hierarchy in the tier of women. And I tell y'all this all the time, and I just said this past Saturday, I believe it was, when I did my live, and I told you guys, I said, ladies, stop letting these thoughts mix themselves in with you stand-up women. Remember I said that? Remember I said that? And when I said that, some people got upset, some people clicked off or whatever, whatever. Here's a prime example of it. You cannot be a stand-up woman and you got an OnlyFans account. You cannot be a stand-up woman and you're talking about eating your vajay on camera at each and every interview you're at. You cannot be a dime piece chick like that and be something of caliber that somebody want to keep if your constant behavior is the same way over and over and over and over and over again. And that's one of the issues right now with Sukihana. Her behavior has been consistently to be promiscuous in public, to be sexual in public, to have her own OnlyFans or whatever the case may be. And then you will wonder why somebody will be sexually enticed by you. That's the same thing that happened with Alyssa Ford. Kill himself, yeah. And that said, I just heard about him wanting to kill himself, sad. And so, yeah, nobody was taking that note, and all these people came and bashed in on the kid. I said, y'all bashing in on the kid that's already depressed, a kid that's already going through things, a kid that's already having hard times as it is, and you're smashing and calling him a sexual assault. And I didn't see it as that. Sexual assaulters, they usually do things in private when nobody's looking. And that's how they try to claim this kid, and I wasn't feeling that. And I said, most of these people that's talking about this kid right now, I'm sharing this, y'all, so give me a second. Most of the people that's talking about this kid right now have no idea about him, about his career, what he does, any of his albums, anything else. So that kind of like led me to even want to do this live. I wasn't going to talk about Sukihana at all, but we're going to point fingers and talk about when Sukihana was almost kissed by this kid. Let's not make no mistake. There's two videos I put down there. I'm going to get into the second video I put down there too, but there's one video down there I put where she's on, and many of y'all may not be familiar with Druski. He's like an online comedian. Heavyset kid. Cool as fuck, though. He does a whole bunch of different things. Would have, could have been records or some shit like that. He has different people on there. He's very popular. You know, he's one of those 1 million+ followers type guys. And so Druski was on stage with her with some event or whatever y'all see in the video. And I put it up, like I said, what you got to do is go to the description box, is there, or if you just click this line to get in, you can see the videos right there. I put all of them right there so you can see it along with my purchase info. You may have to click that link 2 times to purchase my single, and also my Cash App info that's also in this chat room right now. The TMH Global has put for me. So make sure y'all do that and support that. See, I said my Cash App, 2 people logged out. That is so silly, right? You could wait 2 seconds, you know, but I'm gonna promote my shit. That's people that are not gonna spend money anyway. Moving on. The video depicts her on stage with this dude, and they're having a good time at first or whatever, and she's doing this sexually explicit song, like most of her music catalog is sexually explicit stuff. Just like others that have followed in her steps beforehand. You know what I'm saying? But her sexually explicit lyrics consist at this time of talking about eating his behind out. And when he said, no, you're not, live on stage with a microphone in his hand, she said, yes, I am. And nobody said nothing. And then she bent down to simulate her eating his behind on stage. And y'all see that in the video. I don't want to get too duplicitous, because if I do, they'll end up banning me or something like that. You know what I mean? But this is what happened in the video. Now, some of y'all may be at a place where you're like, well, she's a girl. And that's what most of them will take it at. But if this is a guy, and I remember when I was growing up and I was a kid, I saw 2 Live Crew do the same thing. They dragged them down. They tried to end them. They was trying to prosecute them and everything. And they were doing wild stuff. I ain't gonna hold you. They were doing wild stuff. Lou, if you don't know what I'm talking about, and all this freaknik talk and all that stuff, you'll know what I'm talking about. Guys, I'm gonna move somewhere where it's a little bit more light. I know some of y'all try to see me and everything. Y'all can't see me, so let me move over here. I ain't bring my light with me. I was moving, shaking. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit better. See, I can see me a little bit better. I just ain't feel like going in the house right now. I'm kind of like in a mood. So I hope that's better for y'all. Maybe if I move right here, that'd be a little bit better. Y'all can see me a little bit better than anything. But sad as it may be, man, in the video, it seems like she's sexually assaulting Druski. So, isn't that the cat calling the kettle black? Sukihana? This chick has got her OnlyFans, and she's like one of the few people that has her OnlyFans for free. Her OnlyFans is for free. You can go sign up for it right now. Matter of fact, I'll even go further than that. If you just Google her name right now, you put in Sukihana OnlyFans. Put in Sukihana OnlyFans, one N. Sukihana OnlyFans. And then hit images and see the pictures that come up. If you put Sukihana OnlyFans, hit images and see the pictures that come up. See the pictures that come up. And all this is for free. This is what I was trying to tell you, ladies. It's all saturated around the motherfucking internet once you do this stuff. So she doing this for free. Her OnlyFans is for free. You go sign up right now. You got an OnlyFans account. Now, with that being said, I want to talk about the second video. The second video I put up for you guys is a video with a female rapper. I'm assuming out of Miami or somewhere out of down south. And this female rapper is going in on her. And she said, yo, you got a whole man and an OnlyFans. That shit just don't make sense. And I said, I know it don't. I know it don't. It don't make sense. You got a whole man and an OnlyFans. That shit don't make sense. So you guys can go check out both of those links right there. I don't know why nobody brought them up. That's why I said, man, I feel like I'm one of the best vloggers out there as far as this research shit, because we was born and bred to do shit like this. TMH Global gave it hand palm. I swear to God, it's in both of the videos. They're both in the description box, and they both will be in the pinned comment after the broadcast or whatever. Guys, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App too. I really need y'all. I really need y'all right now. I got some real stuff to take care of. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all hit up the Cash App. The link is put right there in the chat room. You just got to scroll up TMH Global. He put it right there for me. So make sure y'all support that, man, and hit that up right now. $STRINGERBELL80. If not, you can hit up the, what's the name? I think it's the PayPal link is also in there. So y'all can line that both in the, what's the name, in the, and I'm going to pin his thing. Pin message. There we go. See, I'm learning how to do some things now. So it's a pin message right there. Y'all see it, Stringer Bell 80. Make sure y'all hit up the Cash App right now, man. Throw in $20, $30 for your boy, man. I spent a lot of money going to these places and making sure I bring y'all a good show. Now, that other video with that female rapper that went in on Sukihana, that shit was hilarious. Because she said a whole bunch of other stuff, too, and it sounded kind of personal. She included, yo, you trying to be like me, and da-da-da-da-da-da. But poor YK Osiris, he's the frontal point of this. And I heard she accepted his apology and all that stuff or whatever. But are you going to stop doing the type of music that you do? I don't think so. Are you going to shut down your OnlyFans, Sukihana? I don't think so. Is she going to enlighten little young girls and not want to be, you know, hood rats, tatas, sit on the corner type chicks? I don't think so. In fact, I'm willing to go as far as to say this. I think Sukihana will turn more up and be more promiscuous with her music, and y'all don't understand these young girls is listening to this crap. They know that she got her OnlyFans. Y'all hit the like button for me if you agree. Do that much. That's free. You understand what I'm saying? That's free. Hit the like button. Because you know what I'm saying is the truth. And the more and more I keep saying this, it keeps invoking itself right in front of you every day, whether you want to hear it or not. YK Osiris has got issues. And I felt that he was in the point where he was getting help or something like that before, why he would be at that event in good spirits and acting the way he was. The way he was acting at that event, I monitored it and I watched it in that video, versus the way he's been acting was two totally different people. So YK Osiris, first of all, I want to say good for you for getting whatever kind of treatment or help or whatever your camp got for you. Can we applaud him on that instead of trying to condemn another man, not even men of color, another man of being a sexual assault victim or whatever, of sexual assault or whatever. I firmly believe, and I'll help you stomp the ears in, or whatever we got to do, ladies, of a motherfucker that really does a sexual assault. That means includes he really takes some girl and does things that she shouldn't have done to her. Well, I'll go over to the house with you. We can beat this motherfucker with a baseball bat and do whatever we want to with me and a couple of my boys. Now, y'all done seen the type of men that I hang around. I don't hang around no jokes. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the smallest one of 4 different crews I'm associated with. I'm always the smallest one. But all the guys, as you can see, are pretty fucking huge. You know what I mean? So they're not the type of guys you want to start a fight with, per se. But I'll be the first one to go over there and stomp the fucking brains into somebody that I heard raped some woman or beat some woman or did some shit like that. We going on up over there. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've done it before. So for me, when you get stories like this and it's unjustified, it gets polarized just because it's a superstar. And then all the young girls that really have shit like this happen to them, and older women too, that have shit like this happen to them, their stories get ignored. You see what I'm saying? Their stories get ignored. And their stories don't get polarized like a Sukihana that has control or some leverage in the media to have people hear her story. You understand what I'm saying? And the story wasn't, in my opinion, the story wasn't that intense. That's how I'm going to sit on it. Somebody trying to kiss you on the mouth or something like that ain't as intense. In front of a whole bunch of people, in front of cameras rolling or whatever. The boy's an R&B singer. That's what they do. I'm a R&B singer. I ain't running around kissing chicks, but I know how I get. You gotta make sure y'all hit the like button for me. So with this video and the other video y'all find in the description box, and we find Druski seemingly getting molested, and I want to use that word very broadly, molested by Sukihana, it had me think for a minute and say to myself, well, maybe she is guilty of some shit she's pointing her finger at. Could that be possible? And then I started thinking even more, and I said, well, maybe we ought to start looking at a lot of these women that get online and they talk about, oh, yo, somebody did me wrong, or they attacking women, or you hate women, or whatever. Because a lot of times it may be just exaggerated. There's an open field market to be a misandrist, to bash men, etc., online and offline, seemingly. I thought it was just me at first. No, it's a whole bunch of men being, accused of a lot of things that in another world, in another time, not saying that that's right or wrong particularly, they wouldn't have never been. You understand what I'm saying? And it seems like you get an open air and an open room for misandry or misandrous behavior, meaning your hatred of men. But if you say anything that counters what any of these women are accusing or anything like that, it's seeming like you're unheard. And that's a dangerous place to be. On the workplace, that's a dangerous place to be. Socially, that's a dangerous place to be a lot of places. And Sukihana, whether she realizes it or not, she has just helped condemn this young man that already had mental problems. Not her directly, but her crowd did. Her fans did. I don't care what anybody says. And the 2 videos I have to prove that, to show some of her own guilt, I asked you the question after you watch those videos, what would you say to yourself if Sukihana was a man and she was doing that to a woman? He was doing that to a woman. Watch the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's 2 of them down there. One is this video from some Florida rapper or something like that that went up against her. And then another one is of her on stage with Druski, well-known YouTube personality here, gets a lot of gigs and everything. Shout out to Druski. And you'll see him seemingly get molested on stage by Sukihana. And when he says to her, you ain't gonna eat my behind. She said, yes, I am. Adamantly. And the whole crowd starts roaring. That's the whole thing. The whole crowd starts roaring. They don't stop. They don't sit back and say, yo, that's wrong, Suki, you should chill out or whatever. Every girl in there in that crowd is like, yay, you go ahead, girl. You go ahead, girl. That's applauded. So that's what I'm saying. We got a market now in society where misandry, accusations, and saying whatever you want to about men is open and accepted. And for the men, it's crazy because if you're a man and you say, hey, this has happened to me, or this person is bothering me, or whatever, you less and less heard as each day goes by, which each year adds up. That's what it seems like. So I'm wondering where this is all going to head, let's say 5 years from now. You're going to have a total separation of the genders. At one point, I guess, you'll fulfill some people's wishes of having depopulation. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the whole point here. Get them away from each other and argue with each other, and then that way they'll stop dating each other. They stop dating each other, being attracted to each other. They'll stop having babies. And boom, we solved one big problem. Maybe that's the hit. But every day I see a hit where the media and people in the media are trying somehow or another to separate more and more internationally at this point, men and women. I saw that Tate interview, and I saw the thesis from many other different people that were analyzing that Tate interview. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And that chick that did the interview, and how she was in his house, him and his brother's house, and she was basically verbally assaulting him, very passive aggressive, very unprofessional. And you catch this out of a lot of women nowadays because they've been given some kind of spear, it seems like, to run free and amok. A certain tier of women, not all women, not all inclusive, but if it's an opportunist measure and they can benefit off of it, that's what they gonna do. You understand what I'm saying? I forgot who it was. It was some old broad just came out this minute ago, was talking about, yeah, I was sexually assaulted back in 1970 something. Then you let 35 years pass by and they say nothing? Cap, you trying to get attention. And that's why I try to tell y'all ladies, if y'all real sexual assault victims, y'all got friends that are real sexual assault victims, start speaking out against these chicks and being like, yo, can you be quiet for a minute? Because you're detouring attention from real situations like myself. It's that easy. Sukihana, you wrong. I don't care what nobody say. You wrong. You're not pointing out your own guilt. You understand? It was what you was basically molesting Druski on stage. I don't know other way to describe it. You understand what I'm saying? And the video proof is there. I think you got some bigger battles to fry with that female MC that's coming for your brain, because she's hard. I'd sign her if I had everything situation out right now. I'd sign her myself. You feel me? So I don't want nobody to think I'm on here bashing women or nothing like that, because I'm not. I'm just plainly simply stating the facts here. She molested a man on stage, and in my opinion, was more aggressive. It was more, if you want to say, more onslaught of being teetering the line of sexual assault, more so than what YK Osiris did as an R&B singer trying to give her a kiss on stage in front of multiple personalities, mind you, in front of actual cameras. I think it was an NBC event. So he wouldn't have got very far. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, he wouldn't have got very far. I don't know how far he would have got with anything beyond that. So I just say like this, Sukihana, I like you, but let's get some things clear. Your OnlyFans is free. All right, sweetheart, your OnlyFans is free. All right, I mean, anybody can go on and got an OnlyFans account, come check you out and watch you and your man do whatever. You have I counted, no less than 100 pictures online right now of you butt naked. All right, if you put in Sukihana OnlyFans right now and then hit images, you tell me what comes up. And it don't make no sense no woman being online bare naked. No woman being online bare naked like that all the time. And she does frequent videos. You wouldn't even catch some of her videos at the porn shops on for free. You know what I mean? It's porn sites. So make no mistake about it when I say this. Y'all know I'm not anti-women. I love women. I wish I had me a woman. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not marrying no scallywag. I ain't have no baby by no scallywag either. You understand what I'm saying? And I definitely ain't have no babies by no ready-made, nasty porn stars. You know what I'm saying? And at first, I like Sukihana. I like the lyrics and everything like this. But the way she let this scene play out and then state the real facts here, shorty, you do an OnlyFans for free. You understand what I'm saying? And you acting like you a stand-up chick that just graduated Yale. You acting like you a stand-up chick that just graduated Columbia University or something like that. No, you an OnlyFans chick. And that's how people perceive you. You run around left and right talking about how good Suki with the good cookie. All that, right? That's you. So don't give me this imagery and this whole fucking fake charade like you some fucking victim all of a sudden there's some damsel in distress, because I'm not buying that shit. And you as a viewer, you as a subscriber, you as just a plain person, as a man or woman, shouldn't buy that shit either. You should be looking at Sukihana and be like, all right, well, I get what you're saying about YK Osiris, but what about this Druski situation when you were talking about licking the back of his behind? And you say it in the lyrics. Y'all make sure to hit the like button for me. Make sure y'all hit the Cash App. The link is right there. This pinned comment from TMH Global, Stringer Bell 80 on Cash App. Y'all make sure y'all support that. I need y'all right now, man, for real, for real. I got some things to take care of in a matter of days. So make sure y'all support that link right there, whatever, whatever. All the funds is going to me. I'm going to show y'all what I did with the money, but it's urgent. So I need y'all right now. Need y'all. Call the urgency. You know what I'm saying? If not, buy my single. You may have to click the link 2 times. I don't know what's going on with that website, but they've been having some glitches. So you click the link, click out of it, then click it again, and it'll take you to it. And you'll also have a preview of the song. I'm gonna put up a preview also as well after this. I forgot to put it up originally before I went live. But I'm gonna put up a preview or whatever. But it's a ratchet anthem. Make sure y'all cut that up. Use it for your TikToks. Use it for your YouTube shorts. All that. Make sure you turn the signal up for me. I'm gonna plan on promoting it and pushing it for a couple of months. You understand what I'm saying? Get ready to take the ride with me. Let's make this thing blow up. So use it for your TikTok dances, your TikTok jokes, your TikTok comedy routines, all that. The ratchet anthem. That's what it is. So make sure y'all purchase that. I'm charging $10 for my single, because just like Nipsey Hussle, when he released his mixtape, he was charging $100. Why? Because of the blood, sweat, tears, and effort we put into it. You know, and there's gonna be more stuff coming out from me on that. But I want to thank King Payne for that, because King Payne was one. He was like, yo, I can't wait for you to drop something. I was like, all right, well, fuck it, I'm gonna drop something. You know what I'm saying? And he got some good music too, so go check out King Payne. I don't know if he's selling his joints or he just got it online or whatever, but y'all go make sure y'all check out King Payne. He definitely got a future in music. He just keep on progressing, keep on writing music. You know what I'm saying? You can link with me, man. I'll show you some arrangement styles, and I know Jaguar know him too. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to King Payne, man. He's doing his diligence over there, keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sean Davy Wade too. I'm not that familiar with him, but you know, I recognize when dudes do real moves. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think it's somebody with a gun or a pistol in their hand to do real moves. Nah, it ain't. It's very rarely them dudes. Believe it or not, it's very rarely them dudes. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button also as well. That's for free. You have to subscribe if you haven't. You know what I'm saying? Share this post if you haven't. It's real talk. It's not nothing abrasive. But I gotta talk about this, because we got a young man that's being pointed and being set up. And I think YK Osiris is still like in his 20s or something. He's being set up and made to look like a sexual assaulter. And I don't like that, because that opens the door for more men to do that. And I keep telling you ladies, and I'm hearing other ladies repeat it now too. You know, a couple of ladies on here repeat that you're moving your own men further and further and further away from you. And it may seem cute right now, but I'm telling you, Black and Latin ladies, in 10, 15, 20 years from now, when you alone sitting on that couch petting that cat, you understand what I'm saying? Talking about Whiskers, stop it. And you scratching that mole on your chin and whatever, you wishing somebody was there laying next to you. You're going to remember this time period right now. You're going to be like, what the fuck were we thinking? They've already projected now that women moving forward, by the year, I think they said 2035, it's going to be more than 40 to 45% of women are going to be childless. Now, that has its effects on it, period, because there's certain cultures out here that have increased their getting it on. You know what I'm saying? Quite a few of them. You know what I mean? And they will outpace you and outnumber you if you don't keep sticking by the same record. Oh, it's all about the bag. Da, 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 da. You allowed white media to use you, Suki. Everybody's talking about it. CNBC, MSNBC, CNN, NBC, CBS. Every last one of them are talking about it, wrecking this young man, making him look like he's something to what he, other than a horny R&B singer that wanted a kiss probably from a woman that he thought was exceptionally attractive that does an OnlyFans. You can't play both sides of the fence. You can't be a criminal and a good guy, right? So you can't be a good girl and a bad girl at the same time either. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm a firm believer you can't be a criminal and a good guy. You can't be a snitch and a criminal. You can't be I firmly believe in those tenets, and I will stick to them to the day I'm going off this earth. I do believe in that, because that's where I come from. So that's why I understand the symmetry and what these girls are trying to project, where they're trying to tell you, well, outside of everybody else, we as women can walk this tender line between a certain group of women, can walk this tender line between being good girls and bad girls at the same time. And no matter what my behavior is, society must accept it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I must accept it. Or what? Or what happens? Or what happens? See, I said the same thing when Azalea Banks came out and she said what she said about DC Young Fly. I said the same thing about when, who was it? I forgot what that broad's name is. It skips my mind. But when she came out and said what she said about DC Young Fly, it's too easy to attack men nowadays, especially men of color. There's been a firm movement in my behalf, and in behalf of my thinking, that I think that there's an onslaught of an attack on black men and Latino men too, believe it or not. You're made to look like you're a criminal, even if you're not. You can have a briefcase and a Brooks Brothers suit on. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I have people, I have to crush them down with my words and tell them, do you know what I did for work? You understand what I'm saying? Do you know how much money I actually been around? You know what I mean? And then like when I can prove it and show people, then it turns around. I believe he is 24 years old. Annette said, still couldn't get the link. Hit me up after you're live. You got to hit it 2 times, Annette. That's why I was telling everybody. I don't think they both guilty. Hit that like button for the truth. It don't cost a thing. Exactly. Thank you, TMH Global. TMH Global happened. I believe he is 24 years old. Yeah, King Payne, my man. I fuck with King Payne. Shout out to King Payne, one of the top bloggers here on YouTube, along with the rest of us. So he's 24 years old. And Silky's, I think Silky's like in her 20s, 30s or something like that too as well. So it don't make no sense to me for some reason or another. They're pinning this young man as some type of gangster or some shit like that of love or some type of sexual assaulter when he's not. He's not. He's not. This is a horny 24-year-old kid that wanted to kiss a girl that it was a girl of his dreams, probably he was lusting after. You feel me? So there ain't no mistake about it. I don't like when guys are pitted like this. I don't like when guys are shaped like this at 24 years old, and now the major media is picking it up and they running with it. And now people are perceiving it and they looking at it and they saying to themselves, oh God, here go another one. Them dudes just can't keep their hands off. They the worst ones. That's the symmetry and the message is put out there. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know how to say it really, but that's what's put out there. It's put out there that the men's sexual assault. It's put out there that the men, you got to be beware of the men. Some say, well, where you supposed to run to? The comfort of a woman? Is that where you're supposed to run to now? You're supposed to run to the comfort of a woman? So women are supposed to run to the comfort of other women now. That's what. And I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I don't hold nothing against that. But I'm just saying, just think about that in essence. If you destroy your relationship with your own men, you have a depletion in your motherfucking population that was already there, already is stagnant. Now you have an increased one. That's all I got to say. You guys make sure y'all click those 2 links down below. I will be back with y'all tonight. Like I said, we trying to raise some bread tonight. I'm trying to raise at least 200 at minimum. So y'all make sure y'all can help me on that by donating the $STRINGERBELL80. The link is pinned in the comment right there. You can also catch that on the rebroadcast. I will not leave it out. TMH Global, thank you always for tuning in. Annette, thank you always for tuning in. You already know. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else that was there that was hiding. I'm going to put up a screenshot later on because I'm going to show y'all I know who be watching and who don't. I know y'all don't believe me when I've said this before. So in about 2 minutes, I'm going to put up a screenshot, right? It's going to be in the community section. Y'all go check that shit out. And y'all tell me what y'all think or whatever about what I was talking about. I can see a lot of these people that be hiding. I don't know what you scared of saying something. I don't know why you won't hit the like button. I don't know why you won't comment. I don't know why you would do and keep coming back here if you don't plan on doing any of that. But I got some people that are some frequent visitors on here, and they say absolutely nothing and donate absolutely nothing. I just don't understand that. And for the rest of y'all that been watching me for a minute, go ahead right now, today, and throw $20 in the Cash App, man. I'm trying to raise about 200 to purchase my single. You understand what I'm saying? You could do that. You may have to click that link 2 times. If you don't have Cash App, there's also a PayPal link in the description box. Sukihana, if you're going out here, you're going to promote the box, you got to realize some stuff like this going to happen sometimes, sweetheart. If you're just now tuning in, go back to the beginning and just watch the rebroadcast. I will be back with y'all probably like in the next 35, 45 minutes or something like that. Until then, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, $STRINGERBELL80 at Stringer Bell 80 on Cash App. Give me 1 second before y'all go anywhere. I just saw some shit. I just want to see something real quick before I go anywhere. So stay with me right now. Okay, I just picked up on something, right? I want to add this into the conversation, right? I might as well. See, I was just speaking about stuff like this, and then we got girls attacking other girls. So Azalea Banks said that Doja Cat is the example of biracial identity crisis. That's deep right there. I told y'all the other day, didn't I? I said Azalea Banks and a lot of these girls that keep themselves relevant by saying obnoxious shit in the media. Didn't I tell y'all? Now she going after Doja Cat, a girl that's clearly more popular than she's ever have been, and you had a lot longer of time to be so. Listen, if my single pops off and people like the way I think they're gonna like it, or whatever the case may be, and matter of fact, I want to brag a little bit. That was recorded by Flames Flow. Or Far Out Flow, some people know he worked on Cardi B's first project, worked on Troy Ave's first project, and many other artists, including Wyclef and a few others. That's who recorded that single for me. You understand what I'm saying? And he was impressed by me because I went in there and did that song in 2 takes. Literally, I did that song in 2 takes at Daddy's House Record Studio. I was one of amongst the last artists that recorded in there. I was one of amongst the last people that were guests in there for the little party and Opie and Mike thing that we had with Far Out Flow, bringing people up there trying to get their dreams to come true and everything like that. So shout out to Far Out Flow, you know what I'm saying, for recording that single for me. Shout out to Brian Shaquan, and many others that were up at Daddy's House Record Studio, Diddy's Form Studio, whatever, that helped me along the way. Steve, shout out to Steve. You know what I'm saying? Has worked with Fabulous, Busta Rhymes, Justin Bieber. These are all people I worked with or recorded music for me. Some of them were good, some of them were, well, it was all right. You know what I'm saying? But that was one of the real good ones. So shout out to him for that, man. Make sure y'all purchase that single. You may have to click the link 2 times or whatever. There's something wrong with that website. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to try to dig into it. They don't have an app. So that's probably the biggest problem. They don't have an app. They just have a website. But it suits me for a particular reason. It was something particularly I was looking for. It suits me. And if you guys got music, sign up for that website too. I would tell you to do so. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna get up on out of here. Just like I said, Azalea Banks and a lot of you girls, stop being opportunists for these newspapers. These newspapers don't love you. These websites don't love you. These headlines, they don't love you. You just in the moment. That's it. And once the moment is over, I guarantee you they're going to forget about you and they're going to laugh at you. Trust me on this, Sukihana, if you ain't believe nothing else. YK Osiris, hold your head, young man. You're 24 years old. You're a 24-year-old horny boy. That's all a crush of yours. You wanted to go for it and shoot your shot. So what? So what? So what? I can guarantee you, Suki, you done had worse things happen to you in your life than that. Nobody tried to grab them cheeks that you be having on display all the time. Nobody else tried to kiss you before. Nobody asked you for some top before. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop acting like you an angel or some shit like that. I'm like, God, I was flabbergasted. No, you were flabbergasted because it was in the cameras at a white event around white press. Keep it real, sweetheart.